Hi folks, welcome to this video on how to use the Vlookup function in Google Sheets. The Vlookup is one of those well-known functions that everyone's heard of, but yet is still somewhat of an enigma. But the great thing is that this function is not actually that difficult to use. So let's dive in and take a look at a couple of examples. Make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to show you two different methods to retrieve results using the Vlookup function. And make sure you subscribe because the next video I'm going to post is going to show you how to retrieve multiple columns using the Vlookup function, and I'll post a card up above once that's ready. Okay, let's dive in. We'll start by calling up the Vlookup function here, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the search key, which is going to come from this table, and we're going to find it in this second table over here, and once we find it we're going to retrieve something from this column and something from this column. So the search key will be Walmart in this case, then we put a comma and it asks us for the range. So the range we want, this is the important part you need to bear in mind, is that whatever your search key is in this first table, it needs to be the first column of the lookup range. So in our case we can't start in column A because it won't find, in this case, Walmart in this column. So we have to start in column B in this case. So let's select this range here. What we're going to do is make this open-ended, so we'll just drop the number off the end here. And a good practice to get into is to lock a range like this. Later on we'll copy this down into these other rows to find all these other company names into this section here. And if we don't lock this, it won't work properly. So use the F4 key on your keyboard to add the $ in front of the column and the row. Then we put a comma, and the index we want is the column that we want to find in our results. In our case, we're looking for the industry, so we want this column here. Now this column is actually the second column in this range. This is the first column, so we're ignoring this one completely. So this is column 1 and this is column 2. We'll put a number 2 here to retrieve the second column. You can see that Google is suggesting healthcare as the result, which of course is wrong because we can see that it's retail. And the reason for that is because of this last optional element is sorted. By default, the Vlookup uses true. It has to be sorted, the data has to be sorted in order for it to work. But for most cases, you will actually need to use false, because in this case, this data isn't sorted. So just bear that in mind. True is only used in rare cases, as I say, when the data is actually sorted. So let's do false here. Close the parentheses and hit enter. So we can see we've got the retail there, and it's actually suggesting for us to autofill. I'm going to close that for now. So that's the first method. And the second method, let's do that again here now in the revenue. So the search key will be the same, but instead of choosing a range this time, like we did last time where we selected all this, I've previously set up a named range. So I can just type this in like that, and you can see that it's highlighted that range there. This is a really good way of keeping your formulas understandable as well, because you can give ranges names that are understandable to other people that read the sheet and to yourself. So that's our range sorted. We just do the same again for the index, but this time we're going to put in the third column in this case, so 1, 2, 3. And then again, a false for the is sorted. We'll close that. And now just one thing to note with this one, we don't need to lock this range, which is another benefit of the named ranges. So let me show you. If I pull these both down here, you can see Alphabet, for example, Google, that's down here. That's 182,527, and that's the value we got here. This is a really great way of retrieving information from your tables with very little effort. The formula is quite straightforward, but as I say, look out for the next video because we can retrieve all of this with one single function, and I'll show you how to do that, returning multiple columns using the Vlookup. I hope you found that useful, guys. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching, folks.